Hi, everybody. Queen Crystal King in the building. Yes, it is 5:03 in the morning, and I have been working with this StreamYard most of the day, and my son had to go and get me another phone because it was not listening. And I'm not going to pay for a phone that I can't use. So that's what happened. I just wanted to say it is so good to be back in the loop of things. And I doubt very much that anybody will pop up on here. But I just want to say that it feels good to be back up on StreamYard, leaving a message for those who loved and supported me, and for those who loved and supported me and didn't even know who I was. Every last single prayer I got. And I'm going to tell you, this was one of the hardest things I've had to do. And it's the humblest I've ever had to be. But I will tell you that just as I suspected, God had his hands on me the whole time. My mother even came and spent a couple nights with me. The panic attacks were the worst. Just thinking and imagining someone telling my children that I'm not going to be here anymore. Yes, they're grown men, but they're still my children. And I can't believe how extensive that surgery was. But I do believe that God will bring me out of it in whatever state that I would have been in after the surgery, as long as I was able to think for myself and breathe for myself, I will fight. I had my grandbabies, my sisters, my brothers, nieces, and nephews, all doing sweet little things for me, just making sure the ancestry is okay. I'm so grateful to know that while I was down, a couple of my people was holding it down for me. One of those people was Unique. She held it down for me. On up into the doctor's office, on up into the surgeons. She held it down for me. Boss lady was right there. Watermelon Sugar, Angela, Gail, Mr. William, Spiller Boy, Jaded Nerd. I don't want to miss anyone. That's why I really don't like calling names. But those are the few that come to mind. And I also had you in my prayers too, Bashful. I'm grateful that I'm here because, like I told y'all, there are other things that I want to do. But only God will let you know when your time is up. The panic and anxiety was a sign of faith in reverse, but it was nothing I can do about it. All I could do is cry it out with you guys. They even sent me a nurse that reminded me so much of watermelon sugar. I don't know what to do. Her sweet mannerism, the way she came and checked on me, made sure I understood everything. And I had some fantastic surgeons. When I tell you those surgeons knew exactly what they were doing, when they told me that we have no doubt, we've done this a lot of times, and we have no doubt that you'll come out of this okay. So when it came time for me to leave, my baby boy was right there. And I told him, I said, I'm okay, son. I feel like I did what I needed to do if this was the end. I took a lot of decisions out of their hands so they could go ahead and live their lives, not feeling like something that they decided was wrong. I made the of what I look like. I don't know whether I could have saw him that way or not. God gave him the courage to stay there. First, I was told it was 10 hours. Next thing that they're concerned about is my heart. They believe that the surgery weakened my heart. So now I'm seeing a cardiologist as a result of that. But I still feel like I'm in good hands. I absolutely do. That pain was something I could never describe to you. It's like knowing you got punched in the ribs and there are like 10 more people waiting on their turn. I have over 50 staples in my body and one hole where the drain was. But I'm able to get around a lot more. I've started my PT and I feel so much better. I truly do. I feel so much better. I can't say some days get rough because they do, but I would rather take today than the day of surgery over again. That's a lot. That was a lot of pain. Then when I got out of the ICU, I was so happy. Seemed like that's when the work begun. So I did my best and I hung in there. My sons were right there every step of the way. So was my mother and my family. I need for you guys to know that being able to talk about this journey as it was happening, it puts some reality to it. Because if I just tell you bits and pieces, then it feels like I chose the parts that I wanted to say. Hey, Kool-Aid! Oof. Well, at least I have someone to talk to. Of course, you're probably at work, right, sis? Tropical, I was just talking about this being the hardest thing I've ever had to endure in my life. I was also talking about over 50 stitches that I have and a hole from where the drain was. Going into the ICU, I felt like I got punched in the ribs, and 10 more people were standing there waiting for their turn. I've been working on my StreamYard because my son had to get me another phone, but I was so proud of him that he came on and he was able to explain a lot better the intensity of the surgery. It was more extensive than I thought, but I feel like this tropical. Whatever I needed to lose, the Lord made sure it wasn't anything that I couldn't live with or live without. You guys are so awesome. You're another one that held me down, Tropical. You're another one that held me down, girl. It was so hard to eat in the hospital. I I ate 2 spoonfuls of ice chips and I was so full and tight. And it took me a long time to be able to hold down a meal. When I'm home now, I've been home for a couple of days. I still get slightly winded when I talk, but it's okay. You're right. God was there. Yes, He was, and He's still here. I've started my PT now, and the staples are starting to weep. And seem like the follow up visits that they have me on was exactly when I go back to tell the doctor that there has been a change. My PT is not that bad. They were amazed at how well I recovered. They expected me to be flat on my back. That's just PT. But like I told you a long time ago, and my Let me see. Uh, yes, but God is good. God was right there with you. I love you, sis. I understand everything you are going through. I was there with my niece in my Sunday school, and my Sunday school teacher is going through it. Now I understand. Get some rest and come back when you can. I most definitely will. The people that I really thought would have my back, because I've always had theirs, they didn't come. And maybe it was just too difficult for them. I don't know. But I know the ones that God gave strength to be there for me. I'm grateful. So I missed the day after Sunday, and I missed the Dear Crystal. So I'm going to try and slip it in before the weekend. Even if I just get a Dear Crystal in before the weekend. Tropical, thank you. I'll never forget that beautiful gift that you sent me. It really, truly helped me. And I'll always be grateful to you for that. Well, now I'm ready to get some rest again. But thank you. Thank you so much. I want y'all to know that your love and your support and your prayers and everything that you sent to me, I was and I am eternally grateful. Well, I have to go now. Have a good morning. Love.